We are into Champ Select for round 3 of Dominate Dominion number 97. And it is going to be Tank and Spanks for Ganks versus the Goon squad. I saw that. It is very, very rare. In Dominion, it's just banned all over the place, man. People just think he's too strong now. It's actually a lot harder to get pentakills in Dominion because you're normally running with 4 people up top and 1 person way down in bot lane. So getting everyone grouped together to get that pentakill is normally really, really hard to do unless they revive back into you and you get the kills, or bot lane comes up for a 5v5. So, pretty big. Yeah, that Wukong ban, being that super bruiser that he is, you just saw him in the last game going in and tearing people up with that ultimate. Amazingly, amazingly strong. And then the Zyra ban as well coming out. She's got that great poke, great range, amazing counter engage. If you try to go in on that, she's just going to drop 2 Q plants and ult, and you're going to get wound up, stuck there for a little bit, and eating all of that damage.
Indeed, and then buying the Lulu ban to finish off here, and we saw Lulu last game working out very well with the Wukong on her team. This time she gets banned out. Vi is a pretty strong bruiser, got a lot of armor shred and HP, percent HP damage, which makes her difficult to deal with.
Ooh, and it looks like Akali is going to be the first pickup for the Tank and Spank. Akali actually getting another inadvertent buff because sweepers and Grez have been nerfed so hard. People kind of don't want to buy them, and you pigeonhole the enemy team into buying that item when there is a really strong stealth on the enemy team. We have seen Wolfer use her to some extent very greatly bot lane, and then once he gets that BFT and that burst, he starts roaming up top and blowing up the enemy team. So she can work very effectively.
Unfortunately, she's going to have to deal with a lot of CC on the enemy team, as Pantheon+Leona are the first 2 picked up over there, and that is a lot of CC to shut down assassins like... I'm not going to bother trying to say her name because it would make fun of me for it, so screw you. So Pantheon, with his stun and just a ton of damage from Heartseeker's Strike and his Q, will allow them to shut down assassins pretty easily, and Leona's got all that CC to deal with them. Yep. And then we have a Jayce and a Riven pickup on the other side, which will be interesting to see if they're going to send Riven bot lane or if she's going to come top with Jayce.
Yeah, they're going to need some like super frontline to go in with that Riven, because if Riven is your frontline, you're going to have a really, really bad day. I play Riven a lot, and when you don't have like a Maokai or a Leona or a Mundo, something else to take aggro, you blow up instantly, and then it's not very fun. Jayce is going to be able to sit back and be fine, but I really think they do need one other frontline to go in with the Akali and the Riven. And it is going to be a Soraka pickup over on Purple Team here. And Soraka we have seen as a pretty strong bot laner, and she can do pretty well up top. If you have a lot of extra magic damage to go around, the shred from her Q is very, very powerful. We might actually see the Kayle and the Soraka up top, which would give quite a bit of healing. Yeah, Kayle's heal just got buffed quite a bit there, so that would be a lot of heals up top. And then Kayle also has shred on her passive, so you're not going to have very much MR sitting up there in that top lane.
And the Kayle and Soraka's shred will lower the MR significantly. It'll probably make Leona even do damage with her abilities. And then we have an Ahri and a Jarvan pickup on blue team over here, so they will have a little bit more of a front line instead of Riven, assuming the Jarvan is top, of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Jarvan would be up top, which would be a very good thing to have. Again, he's one of those really strong engage. He's got that EQ combo. He can lock down teams and keep them in place with that Cataclysm. And because Flash isn't a summoner spell you normally take on Dominion, people tend to get stuck in that Cataclysm and forced to deal with it.
Yep. And we have Lee Sin pick up from Practice Yellow, and he's their bot laner, so he'll be going bot lane with that. I was wondering who he was going to pick because he doesn't know who's bot lane over there, but.
Yeah, and it looks like they are actually going to be sending Akali into bot lane, possibly. So Practice is going to be able to take that matchup pretty easily. Lee Sin does very, very well against Akali.
Yeah, he's got the reveal, so we can forget about her invisibility.
Yeah, she has a lot of burst, but as soon as she drops that shroud, like, you can still see her. It's not that big of a deal. You just land a QRQ, and she just gets blown up.
We'll see the summoner spells here. 4 revives here. We have 3 ignites, exhausts on a flash on blue team, and 3 exhausts and 2 ignites on purple team. So one of the ignites is going to be bot lanes. They will only have 1 ignite for top.
To be honest, I think I would rather have more exhausts for purple team up top.
Team. They got Jayce and Jarvan and Riven.
And the Ahri as well, so you can cut a lot of her damage out. But shutting down that Riven, nothing is worse than playing a bruiser, trying to go in and get your damage out, and then just being hit with that exhaust, and you're stuck, not being able to do anything until it wears off.
Yep, and on the other side, blue team does have the 3 ignites. They probably saw all the healing over here that Goon squad's bringing out, so...
And they do want to take it down. And Akali actually opting to bring Flash... It's going to be very difficult for her to deal with Lee Sin, because Lee Sin does have that ignite for that aggression, and without a combat summoner, it's going to be very difficult to win that bot lane there.
Zenbot is banning himself now.
What? He banned himself?
Well, he deleted the link that he posted.
Zanbot, why would you do such a thing?
Yes, Akali's going to have a hard time dealing with Lee Sin without a combat summoner. She got a hard enough time dealing with him even with one. With a flash, man, I don't know. Especially with her ultimate, not really sure she needs a flash if she's going bot lane. She's got plenty of charges to use to get the creeps to get away from people. But we'll see how that works out. Lee Sin definitely has the advantage straight up anyway. And just the fact that he has Ignite and she doesn't have a combat spell is going to make that advantage even worse in his favor.
Yeah, and then the top lane fight, it could actually go either way. It really depends. They do have the Kayle ultimate to negate a lot of the burst that's going to be hitting something. So if blue team decides to just dump a whole bunch of cooldowns onto one person, Kayle's just going to ult that person, and it's one ultimate in exchange for 5, 6, 8 abilities.
Right.
And that's a really, really good trade-off.
It's going to depend on positioning too, because purple team is really squishy outside of Leona, so if they get caught out, they can probably get killed pretty easily, unless Kayle does have that ultimate up. So
yeah, and then with the Ahri in there as well, that charm is able to get picks very, very easily. It's almost like an Elise stun, although I would prefer the Elise stun a little bit more. But yeah, you land that charm, something's walking towards you, very easy to blow them up, especially with the comp that you have right here.
I'm about to get this game started here. Get loading in just a minute. Did your game crash again?
It'll probably crash when I'm almost unloading. That's when it's been crashing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it like loads up, and then just decides to crash. So.
Well, now I'm getting nothing but, oh, there we go.
Yeah, it was black screen for a little bit, but it is loading.
Not sure if that entire name can get in there. We'll see.
Tank and Spank and Gank? Or Tanks and Spanks for Ganks? I would just put Tank and Spank.
Yeah. So we do have on the top lane was going to be Tank and Spank for Ganks, and Animal Dander is going to be playing Jarvan the Fourth. Ivan is a God is on Championship Riven. Chewbacca is on DominateDominion. Pineapple Pandu is playing Foxfire Ahri, and Xanthium is on Blood Moon Akali. Which, yes, I understand I can't pronounce that name.
Poor Koravel.
Andy.
Someday we'll teach you how to say names. And over on the Goon squad, we do have iPoo Unicorns on Pantheon. It is going to be No Namer on Leona, Love Peace Skeet on Kayle. And then my game just crashed, so I'm going to look over at the stream to figure out the rest of the names here. It is going to be Callum on Soraka and Practice Yellow on Lee Sin.
Man, your game is just giving you problems.
Yeah, it's only crashing when I'm in the loading screen here at the very end, so I don't know what's up with that. And it's only on Spectate, because I was playing earlier and it was fine.
Yeah, my client has been having all sorts of fun problems in the last couple of weeks. So
they've been getting DDoSed. Like, excuse me. People have been actually like attacking their servers. It's been interesting.
Xanthium has actually started with a Hestech revolver straight up going into bot lane.
That's well, I could see it working on Akali.
Well,
There's
yeah.
a few different starts you can go with on her.
It's because the Prospector ring really doesn't help her that much. So
yeah, and you used to go with Prospector's Blade in order to trigger her passive. So you could have the dual twin disciplines right off the bat. You would start with the Prospector's Blade, but now she just immediately starts with both of them, so you don't have to worry about that as much. And
yeah, that was a different time, but it was interesting because you had a rune page set up for her that was really weird compared to everything else.
you would have like AP and AD, and it actually looks like it's going to be Ahri bot lane.
Wow, yeah, that was surprising. Okay, I guess she decided she doesn't want to deal with Lee Sin.
Yeah, that is a good call, though.
But again, she's going to be the one grabbing the point with no boots. Just a little tip. If you are one with no boots, it might be a better idea to let someone else grab the point so you can get up top.
Yeah, if you don't have boots and you're grabbing that midpoint, it's leaving you very behind. And oh man, Jayce getting a little caught out there. He's going to be eating a lot of damage. And they're just immediately going right in for this fight, and Kayle is going to be able to get up there first because she did have boots. Boots being very important. And did Akali just blow her flash?
Yes, she did.
To get over onto that kill there, but they're all dangerously low. I think Kayle is going to be able to clean this up. Kayle, where's your Q? Oh, there it is, but a little too late.
Oh, a nice grab by Leona.
Very good Zenith Blade coming across there, and they are going to be able to finish this off.
Well,
I hope.
She doesn't have a ranged attack right now. Oh, Pantheon
no.
with his crits is going to get a triple kill.
And he's just waiting on the Akali.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the triple kill. Very nicely done there. And the revives are coming out, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop it in time. Very wise. Oh, Riven just popped her revive. She did not want to do that right there, because I don't think they're going to be able to get back up in time to make a play.
Yeah, she might even use it to gank top, but right now it's still just 3 versus 4 top. So, but Jarvan is going in a little bit, and if he gets slowed enough for Pantheon to catch up, he's dead.
Yep, Riven is there. Oh, and the sun comes out from Pantheon. They are getting the damage down, and down he goes.
Kayle used the speed up to let Pantheon catch up to him. Lee Sin just took down Ahri.
Yeah, Practice Yellow is very, very good at Lee Sin. He plays a few champions bot lane, but the few he does play, he plays them very well. Orianna.
Catching out Soraka, and then Akali taking down Leona.
Pantheon's like, you know what, Riven? I really don't want you to do anything, so I'm just going to chase you away from the fight there. And he's going to come right back up here to Kayle, who does have her ultimate up. So, and Jayce just trying to run for his life.
He's dead. I didn't go for the health relic. Oh, the ult disrespect.
Out. Just dropping him.
Ahri is going to get the point back. Lee Sin was way too low trying to hold it, so he didn't try, which was a good thing, but Ahri's revive is down. Kayle is sticking out all sorts of damage here. On the Riven and Jarvan, they're actually going to back off 1 versus 2.
And Ahri blowing her ultimate down bot lane. Practice just very willingly taking that ultimate and healing up off the minions.
Pantheon with the dunk coming in.
That man dropped too strong. They are able to clean that up. That is going to be a 3-0. They should be able to get this midpoint very easily. Riven is way too low to defend it.
Even if she's in full health.
Yeah, you don't want to run into a 1v4. That's no good.
Lee Sin is taking Ahri down here. She's very low. If he happens to land a Q, she's going to die.
And Riven's going to try to come help, but Riven, I don't even think you want to mess with that.
No,
and
she's already low.
And Pantheon Spear coming across to finish it off.
And this looks like it's going to be a 5 cap.
Blue team's nexus is at 75% health.
Oh, but will they be able to keep it? Oh yes, they do manage to get the stall on Jayce.
Soraka. Oh, someone has sweep bricks.
Yep.
Lantern Pantheon.
Pantheon picked that up as first item. That was a very good buy, actually, because they do have the lead, so it's actually an alright situation to pick up that Grez. It does set his stats back a little bit, but he is legendary, so I don't think it matters. And Soraka just chasing Jarvan around the map there, trying to catch up.
I don't think Soraka's going to catch him. He doesn't fly combo to get out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Pantheon has the speed shrine, or he's going to back off. But he might catch up. This 5 cap's going to bleed a lot of points.
Yeah, Pantheon's going to try to hold this 2v1 as best he can. The exhaust going down onto Riven, that's going to get some good damage down onto her. Can he make it over to the Health Relic in time? No, the exhaust going down onto him. Will he
kill her with the
still be able to get the Riven?
Oh, I think he sent his Heartseeker strike the wrong way.
Yeah, so close. But yeah, that 5 cap
took off the 200 points there, so
that's a lot of damage to the Nexus health right there.
No. Kayle gets caught out here by Ahri, and she lands the charm, but gets the ultimate off.
She does have her ult, and I think that is going to be a very dead Kayle.
Leona, she might have held long enough for Leona to get there, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Leona just going to go right on in.
She just doesn't care about
where's
that
the Eclipse?
Man.
Oh, she didn't even need the Eclipse. The auto attack finished it. Very nicely done.
That is the quest up there.
Yeah, so they want to make sure.
Turn games around is the quest. Oh, here comes the man drop.
And from the back, they are trapped in the middle here. It is about to be an Ahri and Riven sandwich. No, but they got out.
Oh, Riven sacrificed herself for Ahri.
Yep, Ahri is going to be able to get out. Thankfully, that Ignite did not kill her, but she's running right by Pantheon.
No!
Oh, throw the spear!
Oh, took the wrong route back home.
She should have just kept walking south. She would have made it out.
Uh-oh, Pantheon coming from the bushes. You need like Jaws music.
Oh, and dropping that sweeper at a perfect time there. Able to scout out the Akali in her shroud. She wisely just backs off.
Pantheon's automatic crit. He would probably kill her in one hit there. And Leona's. Oh no, Soraka got her. Another beautiful Leona ult. Oh, didn't quite save me. Yeah, I thought you.
Yeah, these Leona ults are just on par. They're right, just nailing the targets they need to nail and keeping them locked down. So very nicely done. And practice holding off bot lane. 2v1. It's just like, yeah, this is my tower. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, and he hit the Q and is gonna go in on Jarvan there.
Yep, and then he's just gonna back right up and keep running away. Does Jarvan have Cataclysm up? He does not, so they are not gonna be able to lock him down. He's gonna walk into the Kayle and reunite with this team there.
4 cap right now.
Looks like they're gonna make a 4-man push for bot lane. But let's see how that turns out for them. They are still 3 capped. And
actually,
it looks like...
And they lost the quest too, so...
Oh, yep.
10% extra damage for the purple team right now.
The people who still have the buff. Soraka, Leona, and Kayle.
At least Sim just had him, but he's dead.
Ah, okay. So we're going to play a little ring around the rosy here on Captain.
Oh, it's going to be taken down by the name I can't say. She actually went for a Hexblade straight off the bat and then got a boost of mobility. So really interesting build there.
Yeah, most Akalis normally go for that Blackfire Torch, since she does do all magic damage and is meant to just jump in and blow something up. That Blackfire Torch just drastically increases your damage and allows you to blow up your target you need to almost instantaneously.
She's going to go in for Leona, and with her Spellmap and Life Steal, I don't think Leona can do her right now, but Pantheon's here.
Yep,
and he will finish her.
We'll be able to finish that.
He's going to go for Riven too, even with an ultimate up.
Oh dear. You are very, very cray, Pantheon, and that is going to be a Riven ult.
Jayce hit him with some Shock Blast there too, so...
Yeah, that added to the damage.
That ultimate was entirely necessary from Lee Sim.
I definitely think it was. 50 health left, better kick them. And sometimes they'll still stay alive.
Actually, Taken Spank has 3 points now.
They do. Let's see if they can manage to hold them off here. Looks like Goon Goon Squad is trying to look for a catch, and Akali is going to be caught out a little bit. She does have the BFT ticking on her. That magic damage is going to start hurting a lot.
Leona actually picked up a BFT as well as Kayle. They have 2 on Goon Squad there.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that BFT on Leona just to help out her team with the magic damage. And oh my goodness, that Ahri! I think she'll be able to get away, but man, she got taken down pretty low.
Killing Riven. Kayle's not quite killing Riven here. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh,
that was a mistake.
The Kayle ult is up. Oh, but she's not going to be able to get anything done with it
I
there.
think she was ignited. Pretty sure I just heard an ignite go off. Pantheon man drops down on Jarvan and we the disagreement. Riven and Ahri and Akali against Leona and Soraka, and they're gonna win that fight. Soraka does take down one of them.
Very
The
nice
point is still
done.
neutral, you gotta get it.
Yeah, Pantheon is capping top lane, and Lee Sin will completely annihilate Jayce in that bot lane.
My goodness, no health lost.
Nope, still full.
Have Brutalizer Hydra built, it's just very strong.
Yeah, on Lee Sin. It's
Definitely
really hard to deal with.
Ahri's charm too. Kayle is not quite going to get there in time to stop this neutralize.
Yeah, but bot lane is also neutralized, so they are still losing the points. It is a 2-1 right now. Ooh, Ahri! Oh, and the disrespect from Kayle.
I don't know, I think maybe her righteous thing ran out. Righteous fire, whatever that's called, her E ability.
No, she stood there and started laughing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Purple team has captured the window.
And it looks like they're going for mid lane here. Practice Yellow is easily going to be able to hold this with Kayle.
Yeah, Kayle's just going to be able to nuke down that poor Jayce.
Did he use... That looked like on my screen that he used W twice in a row.
Who, Lee?
Yeah, to get to the point and then back to Kayle.
I think he W'd to the point while Jayce was hitting him with hammer, and then it kind of knocked him in that direction.
Okay.
So, yeah, and the points are ticking down. That is still 3 cap. Midpoint is neutralized, and that is going to be GG.
Can they take down Kayle right here at the end? No, she's gonna ult. Righteous Fury, thank you, Titan. I knew it was Righteous something.
I was going to say, you play Kayle a lot.
Yeah,
You
I haven't
these names.
played her in a long time.
And yeah, practice. Practice figured out what it was.
This one lasts a bit longer than the other one, 12:30. 394-0 in favor of Goon Squad.
And Akali actually did a pretty sizable amount of damage. Actually, almost beat Pantheon, which would have been
Second
so
most on the team,
embarrassing.
yep. That is a lot of damage from her. She had their, I guess she was going for Hesek Gunblade followed immediately by Lich Bane, which is an interesting build.
Yeah, it can work. I think it's a bit more of a Summoner's Rift oriented build because the Gunblade allows you a little bit more sticking power, and then, you know, the Lich Bane allows you to get that extra burst as well as tower damage. But, yeah, in Dominion, you normally see the Akali's picking up the BFT for the huge, huge burst right off the bat.
She was also the Graveyard Hero.
Oh.
Lee Sin being, we need a name for the person who is dead the least amount of time. Stream, you can come up with that.
Stream,
Lee
come up
Sin
with a
has
name.
it with 5 seconds. You have until the next game to come up with something. We will see you then.